YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, we got another G80 in the garage today, and we're gonna be doing a full makeover on this thing. This thing is pretty new for the most part, and that's why today we're gonna be doing a full front end refresh, which is gonna consist of new front grills, new vents, a new lip, new spoiler, as well as some new yellow DRLs. And then we're also gonna be doing some protective measures and installing this oil cooler guard for the bottom of the car. So I haven't even done that one, so I'm excited to see what the process for this is. But hoping to get this installed all today and get this thing back on the road.
Let's go.
So once I got the bumper off, I was trying to think what made the most sense to start with first, and I luckily decided that I was going to start with the DRLs, and it kind of worked out in my favor because this kit of DRL modules doesn't come with a 3M stick-on tape. It comes with a thermal glue that you need to apply for the backing, I guess, and that does need some time to dry. So I'm glad that I started with this because I just got that on there. We got the new yellow modules on, and now we can kind of let this sit to the side, dry, and then reapply while we're putting everything else back together. So now that that part's done, I'm gonna go ahead and start tackling the Aero kit on the front grill, vents, all that kind of stuff. And probably gonna need to do that oil cooler guard before we throw the front bumper back on as well. And here we have the before, as you can tell, stock grill, stock vents, everything stock. And let's go ahead and get all the new stuff on, which is all this right here. When I see carbon against white paint, it looks absolutely beautiful. Probably one of the best color combos because obviously it's pretty close to black, but it looks really good. And as you guys can tell, we got the entire front bumper situated. We got the grill, the vents, and part of the front lip. I actually noticed that when I was taking the little plastic behind the bumper off, it actually gave you perfect access to the bolt that holds the lip on from the corner. And that is the hardest bolt to get on and off when you're doing a front lip install. So me taking the bumper off kind of worked out in my favor, and this thing is looking beautiful. Obviously I haven't done the tape part yet because I'm gonna make sure that everything is lined up with the centerpiece when I throw it back on the car. So until then, we're gonna leave this as is and then start tackling the oil cooler guard. And we even went ahead and finalized the DRLs because we can't mess with the module back there once we get the bumper back on, or at least the fender liner back on. So we went ahead and did that now as well. Give thermal glue enough time to dry. And this is how it looks now. That, I don't know, with these cars, the yellow DRLs are definitely overplayed, but they look so good. So I don't blame him for going yellow. Most of us do. And again, it looks great. It looks great on the green, looks great on the white. So let's start buttoning this thing back together. Actually, yeah, oil cooler guard first, and then we'll start buttoning it back together. So we got the old oil cooler out, and we got the new one in now. And as you can see, this thing is solid compared to the plastic piece, and it covers the actual oil cooler, which is down here. There is a number of these 10 mils, but one thing to note is that, see how this is recessed upwards? They do give you some aluminum spacers in here, so we gotta make sure that we install those right there and right there, so we get the same fitment as you would with the stock piece. And just like that, old one is off, the new one is on, and that thing is nice and sturdy. I actually really like this. Kind of tempted to get one for myself. But now we can start throwing everything back on and seeing how this thing looks. Honestly, that looks so good. The carbon on the white looks absolutely beautiful. I said it before. Fits so well in the car. So now we just gotta start throwing everything back together. We got our fender liners that gotta go back on, the wheels gotta go back on, etc. Nothing too difficult, which is good. From there, we'll probably start tackling the rear spoiler and that little carbon piece right there, and we are done. So we got everything cleaned up on the trunk. I did have to polish it a little bit just to get every bit of the residue off. But now we should be able to throw on the new spoiler. Nothing special about this install. It's rather simple, just make sure it's all aligned on both sides. And a good way to do that is get some tape, put a few strips right where you want. So I'll start one with the center right here. Probably good to have it straight. Now you can kind of flip this over. Get this backing tape off and just flip it right back over. That thing looks insane. The white and the gray garage. So we got the front lip, grille, vents, DRLs, rear spoiler, antenna, oil cooler guard, basically everything. And another G80 down on its way. But yeah, we knocked that one out in a single day. That was a lot of work, but I'm glad we could get it done. Get his car back on the road so he doesn't have to pick it up tomorrow or anything. I'm exhausted. Let's go ahead, call it a night. But hopefully you guys like this video. And if you guys have a G80 that needs some work done, feel free to stop by, hit me up on Instagram, and I'm happy to get you guys situated as well. But with that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Let's go.